Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the James Madison Dukes taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Warhawks will put total leather and will get started. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So James Madison's offense will get the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Quarterback extends the play. Connection to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Dukes in the hurry-up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Gets it out quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll go to the air. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Warhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Smashes through. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He'll keep it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Made a defender miss. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Dukes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. And the Warhawks moving quickly to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Time to take a shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Looking to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Looking to throw on third. Coming after him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Gainesville. They're trailing by 14 to Mississippi State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. On the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll bring it back. It's McMillan. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh! inside the 20. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a first and goal. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on second down. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dukes.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Off play action on first down. Oh, picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll run play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
The Warhawks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Snap in the shotgun. Gets away. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Getting some heat. And the Dukes line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Warhawks will hustle to the line. The inside handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Slides away. Got rid of it just in time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wide out in motion. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Dukes will send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He wants to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Fast motion from the offense. He's looking to throw it.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard push in there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Dukes will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to move it through the air. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
The Dukes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Warhawks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Brings up second down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Warhawks are moving quickly down the field.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And that is no good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Dukes will line it up on first and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the ball comes to rest right there. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Warhawks decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese.
He unleashes a long one. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Now. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. On the move. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback.
Touchdown, Dukes! And the stomping has commenced. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
ULM 6.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They've done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
And the returner goes down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. 2nd down coming up. The play action fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield, it's McMillan. The spin, still on his feet. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together. wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Leaves it with the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got it again. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Quarterback keeps it. Can't get him to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll ride his man on the option. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, James Madison! And the beatdown has ensued. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Unloads it left. Lost, the defense is wide open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Makes his connection. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Dumps it to the back. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Turns it loose. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. On the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. And the Dukes will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 1st down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. That pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Warhawks have their offense in high gear. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Finds his man down the middle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Looking to the big tight end. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Caught the defense offside. That penalty obviously will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Florida Atlantic. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll pull it on the read. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and made a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here's the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA